Take a look around for a second. Everything you see right now, your phone, your clothes, the room you're in, exists because of the small choices you've made every single day. Now, if I told you one single decision you make today could completely change your life in a year, would you believe me? Right now, you're either building a future you'll be proud of or building one you'll regret. And here's the scary part. You probably won't realize which one it is until it's too late. We think change comes from big moments, those once-in-a-lifetime chances, that perfect timing when you finally feel ready. But that's not reality. Big moments, they're rare. Small moments, they're everywhere. And those are the ones shaping who you become. Right now, this very second, you're either improving or you're slipping backward. Which way are you moving? We like to tell ourselves we're waiting for the right moment. But when's the last time the right moment actually showed up at your door? The truth is, it's not coming. Not next week, not next year, not when the kids are older, not when the bills are gone, and not when you magically feel ready. And every day you wait, the gap between where you are and where you want to be gets wider. Wait too long and you'll look back one day and realize the bridge is too far to cross. We think we're being smart when we say, "I'm just perfecting my plan." But perfection isn't preparation. It's procrastination wearing a mask. You're not fine-tuning your plan because it's not ready. You're doing it because you're not ready to start. Here's the danger. Every time you delay, you train your brain to believe waiting is safer than acting. We think if we can't do it all at once, it's not worth doing at all. So we sprint, hit a wall, and quit. What we miss is that slow progress is still progress, and often it's the kind that actually lasts. You compare your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 20 and think you're behind. But they didn't start there. You're not behind. You're just at the start. The real question is, will you take your next step? We wait for motivation like it's a lightning bolt from the sky. We think, once I feel ready, I'll begin. But motivation doesn't work that way. It comes after action, not before. Think about a time you forced yourself to go for a walk when you didn't want to. 5 minutes in, you started feeling good. That's because action creates motivation, not the other way around. Some of us are drowning in busyness. We confuse movement with progress. We answer every email, check every notification, stay constantly on, and tell ourselves we're working hard. But in truth, we're not moving forward. Busyness is a drug. It keeps you high on activity, but empty on results. And your comfort zone? Sure, it feels safe, predictable, and easy. But it's also the most dangerous place to live, because nothing grows there. The longer you stay, the more it starts to feel like home. We also chain ourselves to labels. I'm not athletic. I'm bad with money. I'm not a morning person. Over time, we start believing those labels define us. But they're not who you are. They're just stories you've repeated so many times you've mistaken them for truth. We fall in love with someday. Someday I'll write the book. Someday I'll get in shape. Someday I'll start my business. But someday isn't on the calendar. And if you're not careful, someday turns into never. Picture yourself 10 years from now. What will hurt more? The things you tried and failed at, or the things you never tried at all? I promise you, the pain of failure is nothing compared to the pain of regret. So ask yourself this. If your life stayed exactly the same for the next 5 years, would you be proud or disappointed? We've been told we need huge leaps to change our lives. We've been told small steps don't matter. But what if that's completely wrong? What if you could improve your health, wealth, and relationships without overhauling everything at once, without burning out, without waiting for motivation? That's where the 1% rule comes in. It's simple. Get 1% better every single day. Not 100%, not 50%, just one. One small improvement, one better choice, one tiny action that compounds over time. Here's the math. 1% better every day for a year doesn't make you 365% better. It makes you 37 times better. That's the power of compounding. Most people fail not because they can't change, but because they try to change everything at once. They burn out, they quit. But 1%? That's small enough to start right now and consistent enough to change you forever. Don't run 5 miles today, just walk for 5 minutes. Don't throw away every snack, swap one soda for water. Next week, take another small step. Over months, your energy rises, your body changes, and you barely notice the effort until one day the mirror shows you someone new. Learn one new word a day, In a year, that's 365 words, enough to speak more fluently, read more easily, and connect more deeply. And it takes only a minute a day. Save $1 a day. It may not seem like much until you look back and see $365 you didn't have before. Then you add another dollar, then two, and the snowball builds. Small savings become big opportunities. Send one thoughtful message today. Compliment someone tomorrow. Check in with a friend next week. A daily 1% of kindness can rebuild bridges you thought were gone. Learn one new skill each week. After a year, you've built a skill set that makes you impossible to ignore. Write down one thing you're grateful for each day. By year's end, you've trained your brain to focus on the good, and that shift changes everything. At first, 1% feels invisible, too small to matter. But like compound interest, growth is happening quietly, until one day it's impossible to miss. Every day you follow the 1% rule, you prove to yourself that change is possible. You rewrite the story you've told yourself for years. You're building a new identity, one small choice at a time. Big dreams seem impossible until they're not. Not because the dream shrank, but because you grew into the kind of person who could achieve it. Every action you take is a vote for the person you want to become. No single vote decides the outcome, but the majority always wins. If you commit to 1% every day, here's the guarantee. A year from now, you will not be the same person. And that's a promise worth keeping. You might start for the results, but you stay for the momentum. Because once progress becomes your habit, stopping feels stranger than continuing. You've been waiting for the perfect time. It's not coming. You've been waiting for motivation. That's not coming either. What's coming is another day, just like the last. Unless you decide otherwise. Today can be day one, or it can be just one day. You choose which story you'll tell yourself tonight. You don't need the perfect plan. You don't need to feel ready. You just need one thing, a single step you can take right now. There's a version of you 1 year from today who's healthier, happier, and more confident because you started. They'll look back at this exact moment and whisper, "Thank you. Stop waiting. Stop doubting. Stop chasing perfection. Your 1% starts now. Pick one thing. Do it today. Do it tomorrow. Then again and again. Because the truth is, the future doesn't change in one big leap. It changes 1% at a time. You're closer than you think.